You. What's up, y'all? Tell Like It Is TV, man. Let's talk about it, y'all. So first of all, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you want to donate, the links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button is, that's right, y'all. The like button is free. All right, man. So let's get into the situation, y'all. Listen, man, I'll be saying shit, dog, and I swear to God, it always checks out. Always checks out. It always checks out. I've been telling y'all what I said about the affirmative action years ago, what I've said, oh, they canceled affirmative action. Oh, my God, this is going to be a detriment to the black community. All this and other shit. And I told y'all back then, when a nigga like Clarence Thomas Thomas. I think it's Clarence Thomas. My bad. I'm thinking of Terrence Crawford. But anyway, anyway, when he talked about affirmative action and and his whole speech on them canceling it and all that, I agree with him. For those that was on my channel, y'all know, it was a very unpopular stance to say, hey, man, fuck affirmative action, right? Same thing with this DEI shit. Fuck the DEI. Trump canceling the DEI, who cares? It don't benefit us no way. And I talked about that in the video. I talked about it for years anyway, but not the DEI because I wasn't too informed about that. I don't do too much research into the DEI shit because there's a lot of shit just going on politically that, whatever. I don't really look into it, but if it sounds like bullshit, it's bullshit to me. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I told y'all in the video that I did with the Jesse Jackson, my recent political video, that the DEI shit, it probably don't benefit us no way. Now here it is, this woman right here, shout out to this ancient American sister right here. She's literally breaking down how we are the last beneficiaries, whatever you want to call the word, whatever the fuck the word is called, when it comes down to the DEI. Oh, man, you can't make it up, dog. You can't make it up. So with Trump scrapping a lot of shit that's going on, what I've been telling y'all, Trump is more beneficial for the ancient American than Joe Biden or Kamala Harris could have ever been. Straight up and down. Straight up and down. All right, so let's get into this.
F around and find out moment is here. A lot of people are looking at the black community thinking that we are the recipients and benefactors of DEI programs.
And we're not.
And affirmative action programs. And I know affirmative action is no longer, but whenever they hear the term DEI or they hear the term affirmative action, they look to the black community thinking that we are the benefactor.
Now, let me say something. I want y'all to think about the terms, right? DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion, right? I think the inclusion, is the I. Who would need those needs more? Who would be the beneficiary? Who would be the benefit? Illegal immigrants, right? People that's coming over the country. They're just getting stapled here, right? They're getting flued out from Europe and Russia and Japan, China and Africa and South America, motherfucking Greenland, whatever the fuck they coming from, coming through on a boat, whatever the case. They would literally be the term of that. They would need that more than black Americans. Therefore, black Americans would not get that. They would not get that. They would be held over them based off the wording alone. If people are coming into the country, who's going to need that the most? They're coming to the country with, some of them are coming with nothing. A lot of them are coming with something. But for the ones that are coming with absolutely nothing, they would be the ones to get that based off people that's already here fucked up in the game. That's just a goddamn fact. But let's let her keep going.
Now, here's some information for you. The one recipient of DEI are white women. That is...
Now let me pause that right there. So DEI, the number one recipient is white women. Now, when y'all feminists be out here talking about, oh, males this and males that, and males is dominating this and males is dominating that. All y'all black women that's running around here hiding under feminism, okay? Y'all just uplifting the white woman. That's all y'all really doing, low key. Low key, y'all out here talking shit about the black man and we don't need the black man and women gotta stand together and all this weird ass shit that y'all out here on. Y'all up here really, with this feminist shit, y'all on the bottom of the totem pole. Even when it comes down to y'all being women, that's why I don't understand why black women, or so-called black women, be out here following the feminism game. It don't work for y'all. It hasn't worked for y'all. And it will never work for y'all. It will never. And even these white women, they know the game enough to know where they need to know to motherfucking bow down and kiss the goddamn ring. Even they know that. But what they will do will create organizations and create movements or be a part and be in charge of movements that will be able to elevate them and be able to keep a lot of you ancient American women out of the paint. Or keep y'all at least at the bottom. They'll let y'all be on, but y'all gonna be at the bottom. Y'all ain't gonna be over the Hispanic woman. Y'all not gonna be over Asian women. Y'all damn sure not gonna be over white women in the feminist movement. It's never gonna fucking happen, nigga. It's never gonna happen. All right? So a DEI executive order or whatever the fuck this shit is, and them being the number one recipient or benefactories of the shit, I believe it. I believe it because when you talking feminism, that's a high movement. And of course, they're going to be the ones that's going to be, because they feel like, oh, we're not equal to the white man, and we're tired of being under the, that's the white man, white woman thing that they got going on, all right? That's the fight at the so-called top that they got going on, all right? And they're just jockeying for position, all right? A lot of these white women are tired of being under their man, working under their man. They want ownership and leadership. That's why when you see, I'm just saying, if you dealt with white women and shit like that, they get in positions of power and shit. They be kind of, a little extra and shit. You be like, man, but that's because she's getting bullied in the household. So when she come to work and she your manager or she your boss, oh yeah, absolutely. She's definitely flexing power because that's the only time she get to flex power for real. All right. So DEI would definitely fall under them for sure. For those of y'all that had white women be y'all bosses, y'all know how this shit go. Anyway.
To the U.S. Department of Labor. And others fall under that group, under the minority group, the ethnic minority. Number one recipient under that group are Latino and Hispanic Americans.
So when Joe Biden told niggas in that Zoom call, hey, America is going to be destroyed, and not because of African Americans. And now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think Joe Biden was really talking about us. He was really talking about African Americans. You know what I'm saying? When I seen that video, I blew a gasket and was totally flaming Joe Biden on that Zoom call in 2020, right? Totally flamed his ass. But now when I think about it, he was right. He talking about African Americans, literally, and he's talking about the reason why he said y'all need to team up with the Latinos, because he knew that these were where the benefits were gonna go to. White women, Latinos, and Hispanic Americans. He knew that. So if you're bringing in all these illegals and all these people that's not from the country that don't speak the language well, they're gonna be the ones that get the benefits out of these particular programs the most. Meanwhile, for the ancient American, there ain't no program for you. And if you are getting in that program, you're going to be the last one to fucking get it. You don't want to come to the cookout. Everybody got their plate done, picked out all the good shit, and you got to deal with the scraps. Yep, that's what these programs are. You get the scraps, nigga. And that's me too. I'm in it with y'all too. You know what I'm saying? I'm in it with y'all. I'm a nigga still at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I'm an ancient American still at the end of the day. We gonna get the scraps out of everything. That's like a nigga, that's like you go to a pizza party, right? You go to a pizza party, everybody eat the pizza, you get to the box, you open the box up, and ain't nothing but goddamn, let's say somebody, like toppings on your pizza and shit like that, right? They done ordered about 40 pizzas. There's like 40 pizzas out there. Well, I ain't gonna over exaggerate. Let's just say there's 4 party-sized pizzas, and these shits got toppings on them. And then one of these boxes actually have cheese. It's just all cheese, right? So you get to the party. You at the party. By the time you get ready to eat something, you open up the pizza box, empty. Another box, empty. The other box, empty. The last box you eat, you're like, all right, ain't no way in hell nobody ate all this goddamn cheese pizza. Ain't no way. Ain't no way these motherfuckers tore up this cheese party-sized pizza like this. You open that bitch, it's a couple middle pieces, and it's a couple middle pieces and some corner pieces for your ass left. That's these programs in a nutshell.
Number 2 are Asian Americans.
That's why you got the whole anti-Asian hate under the Biden administration. Right? Shout out to my Asians. I fuck with the Asians, Asian Americans, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to them, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect or anything, but like I said, I'm speaking on behalf of what's actually going on to be beneficial to my people, you know what I'm saying? So if that offends you, hey, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But, we gotta tell like it is, man, you know what I'm saying? Because when I'm speaking, my channel is based on the ancient American man and the ancient American women, you know what I'm saying? Mainly targeted towards the ancient American man. Now, any man that falls under that, that's cool, no problem, it's all love. But, we talking based on the ancient American man, straight up and down.
3 are Native Americans.
And Native Americans are based on pretty much the fake Indians, okay? The fake Indians, in my personal opinion. It is what it is. Not even an opinion, it just is what it is. These are people that's not from the country. They're not indigenous to the land. They're claiming to be native based off them becoming $5 Indians with that shit that they was doing back in the day. So those are the Native Americans. Notice when you look at Native Americans, they look white or they look Asian low-key. Or some of them even low-key look Mexican. You know what I'm saying? None of these niggas look like you and me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Blackfoot Indian. Some of you niggas is probably Cherokee. I know a lot of niggas that's Cherokee Indians. I know a lot of niggas that's Indians, straight up and down. American Indians. I know a lot of niggas like that. And you know a lot of niggas like that. But they have brainwashed us into believing that we are African Americans, and we're not. We're not. We're not.
Number 4, individuals with disability.
So think about it. A nigga with disability is over us, all right? I told y'all niggas, they will be willing to invest into the sky before they willing to let a nigga get an opportunity, dog. When we be talking this power to the people shit, dog, it's not based on us just crying and complaining about shit. It's facts. And people don't care when black people or ancient American folks is out here trying to point this shit out. Like, yo, y'all doing us dirty. Y'all rather take care of disability and shit like that or climate change before y'all willing to resolve our issues as far as what we got going on and what's going on against us within this fucking system. Y'all don't give a fuck about us, straight up and down. So they're willing to DEI programs benefit motherfuckers with disability before you get any benefits out of the deal.
Number 5, veterans.
Now here's my thing about that. My thing with veterans, this is how I feel personally about veterans. Any veteran that served in the Army, Navy, Air Force, whatever the case may be, they should have been low-key the number one. They should have been the number one target. Because these are people that fought for our fucking country, whether for good or whether for bad. At the end of the day, these people put their life on their line, and they had to deal and go through a lot of bullshit at the end of the day, and maybe doing things that they might have felt is not right. But that was what they had to do to serve the country. So think about it. A motherfucker who served the country is not being lifted over white women, and it's not being lifted over Asian or Latino or Hispanic men or motherfuckers with disability. Think about that. You don't serve your country. You fifth on the fucking list. How? You serve the country. You put your life on the line. You probably know motherfuckers who done been blown the fuck away. You done probably did some diabolical shit to where the point that shit will never leave your mind to innocent people. You know what I'm saying? And you're fifth on the list? You don't have a problem with that? You're up here screaming about, oh man, Trump got rid of DEI. As a veteran, nigga, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed for that kind of shit, dog. The fuck is wrong with you? Straight up and down. Anyway, let's let it keep going. Veterans, to me, need to be held at the highest estate of our country, at least because they fought for the fucking country, dog. They bled, they was willing to die and bleed and do diabolical shit to represent the land, whether for good or for fucking bad. That's on their conscience forever. You know what I mean? People, veterans and you know, drinking and shit to death and motherfucking smoking cigarettes, and maybe they probably was doing some of that shit before, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure them being in the army or being a part of the brigade and all that shit definitely intensified it. Because, you know, there's things that I've done in my life that I felt like, damn, you know, that I still live with to this day. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm not going to get up here on YouTube talk about the shit, but you know, there's things that, you know, that traumatic experiences that a nigga done been through to where the point, like, sometimes that shit is still creeping to your brain. Certain things will trigger your ass to motherfucking relive or go back in time or have that thought of, damn, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Veterans, to me, need to be a top priority. If not the main priority, at least a top three priority. Veterans should always be taken care of. There's no reason why a veteran should be homeless. I don't even believe in veterans paying taxes, in my personal opinion. How you gonna have a nigga get out here, risk his life, and do diabolical shit for the country, and then this nigga come back home, and then he got to motherfucking pay taxes? How? What kind of shit is that? What the fuck did I go and do and participate in all this shit for? If I'm gonna have to come back, I should be held on a different level compared to the everyday citizen. Straight up. But anyway.
Okay. And number 6, the LGBTQ plus community.
Oh my God. So think about this. You got groups of people. Now, I know what I said about the veterans, but we just doing this for the video's sake. And for the statement, for the fact's sake, right? So you had white women at 1, you had Hispanic Latinos at 2, you had the Asian at 3, then you had disability at 4. So now we're in the groups before we get to black people, okay? We're at groups before we get to black people. So you got disability, you got veterans, and then you got the LGBT plus community. Unfucking real. And they got niggas out here boycotting Donald Trump based off him scrapping his DEI shit. You niggas ain't human. You niggas ain't human, dog. You niggas retarded, dog. I swear to God, you niggas are retarded, dog. You niggas retarded. You niggas whole trolls out here, dog. You a whole troll. Straight up and down, dog. If you out here, man, Trump got rid of DEI, and you a nigga saying this kind of shit? You a nigga saying this kind of shit, dog? If you not from the country, nigga, your ass need to be deported. Straight up and down. If you're not from this country, you need to be deported. Straight up. Straight up. Obviously, you don't give a fuck about doing no type of research and really speaking into what's actually going on. Your ass need to be deported if you're not from this country. But any nigga that's from the land and you a ancient American, dog, you retarded, nigga. That's the only way I can say. You retarded and you don't do, you a fool. Matter of fact, I'm going to take the retarded shit back. You a fool, right? And one thing about the Most High, he says he spares fools, okay? A part of me kind of feels like I wish the Most High didn't, because some of these niggas is being foolish on purpose, okay? But, you know, I'm not the one to judge, and that's for the Most High. But at the end of the day, dog, you niggas retarded, dog. You niggas slow. You niggas lack information. You niggas lack knowledge. And I pray and hope that the Most High install you niggas to wake the fuck up at the end of the day, straight up and down. You got groups that's ahead of you. Groups that's ahead of you. Plural, white women first. Plural, Hispanic Latinos first. That's man and woman. Plural, Asian Americans. We're all Asian women and Asian men first. And then we get into the groups. Then we get into the veterans. Then we get into the LGBT community.
And guess who comes last at receiving DEI benefits? Guess who comes last? That's right. Black Americans. Black people. Let me also say, you can do a Google search and you will see the primary benefactors of DEI programs are not only white women, but white men.
Oh, we know a lot of these white men is hiding behind these DEIs, straight up and down. It's a system. White women, white men, they play the game, and they play the game very fucking well, okay? This is why I always keep saying that ancient Americans have to, you can't hate the player. Can't hate the player. I'm never going to get up here and say, man, I could be upset about an immigrant coming through getting $5,000 in cash and getting all kind of money and food stamps for free and don't got to do shit, this, that, and the third, and getting taken care of and business loan, house loan. Or I could be mad about that all the fuck I want. But I'm not going to hate on them about that. You see what I'm saying? Because I can't hate the player. I got to hate the game. But I got to learn the game so I can play the game better. So I can play the game better. And I think that us as ancient Americans, we're at that point where we're starting to play the game. We already learned the game. We know the system fucked up. We know the system against us. We know this shit. We've been knowing this shit for decades. Our mamas and grandmothers and shit like that been knowing this shit. Knowing these folk, they try to trick us out of these positions and writing and laws and shit like that. We know this. We know the game. We know the game. But we got to play the game better. And what I will say about a lot of these niggas on the left, on the far left, and the Democrats, bro, you cannot trust these niggas. These niggas is treasonous to the ancient American community, dog. And I'm not saying that the Republican niggas is no better, right? I'm not saying that to say, oh, yeah, you niggas need to be bootlicking for the Republicans. I'm not saying that. But my nigga, when you see Al Sharpton out here, you need to already know, yeah, he on bullshit. Yep, Al Sharpton on bullshit. And if he out here protesting for DEI, now it could depend. Now, if Al Sharpton would have been out there, yeah, DEI, fuck that, we supporting black businesses. Now, had Al Sharpton did that and did a buy-in with a black company, then I would have been like, you know what? I don't agree with the whole DEI shit because, you know, the DEI shit don't benefit us anyway. But that is a hell of a way for him to want to do a buy-in with the ancient American community. I would tip my hat off to that nigga for that. But that's not what he did. He went to the white man company in Costco's and talking about DEI. I bet you there's no nigga manager at that Harlem spot that he had. There's no nigga manager there, dog. No nigga manager. Them niggas is probably barely speaking English, or it's some white woman that's running this shit. Period. Point blank period. Or if not, white man. Either or, unless we ain't gonna get into who own fucking Costco's, which is probably a white man or a white woman at the end of the day. So you want to do a buy-in with motherfuckers who don't look like you, dog. If you was trying to make a real flex and get out here and say, yeah, I'm gonna use my power to empower my people, you're not empowering us going to Costco's, nigga. You're not empowering us by doing that type of shit. And that's why I'm tired of these clown-ass niggas, dog. I'm tired of these niggas, dog. I'm tired of these niggas, dog. And that's why I tell y'all niggas, protect y'all energy, dog. Protect y'all energy out here, man, because these niggas ain't on shit, man. They ain't on shit. Let these niggas cry and complain about Donald Trump every day until they fucking turn blue in the face. Let them complain. Let them cry. Don't join that shit, dog. Them niggas gonna cry and complain all day, every day in America. Fuck them. Because everything that they're gonna be crying and complaining for would not be beneficial to the ancient American. I promise you that. I can promise you that. Straight up, dog. Straight up, I can promise you that, man. Anyway.
White male CEOs. Those are the ones.
I noticed how she said white male CEOs. So let's come over here real quick. My bad.
When this previous administration.
Now I'm gonna let this woman play real quick. Now let's get into this.
I wish y'all cracked, shaved y'all head, protested, created chaos, spreaded misinformation when this previous administration was destroying this fucking country.
Now, Tell Like It Is TV been up here banging for 4 years before Trump got up in this motherfucker again about how Joe Biden, and I told y'all Joe Biden and Kamala Harris was going to nosedive the fucking economy into the ground. I told y'all they was going to do that. But y'all niggas, I ain't going to say those that follow my channel, but, you know, motherfuckers don't believe in black Jesus, dog. They don't. They don't believe in black Jesus. You know what I'm saying? They just don't. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wondering why nigga be getting motherfucking, you know, blacklisted and I ain't popping up in your algorithms and shit and weird ass shit be happening with my channel and shit like that, dog, because the truth hurt. That shit hurt. That shit, listen, I'm pretty sure them people that be watching my videos and algorithms and shit like that, nigga, they'd rather me punch them niggas in the face before they have to deal with the real truth over the shit that I'm saying, straight up and down.
I am so tired of the selective
And I'm not inciting violence or anything like that. I'm just saying, you know, it was just a joke. It was a joke, YouTube.
outrage. Y'all went to Colorado protesting about some fucking illegals getting sent back home, but y'all didn't go to Colorado to protest when they was fucking kicking in American people's doors, taking their apartments. Then y'all...
Yeah, when the Venezuela gangs was out there and some of the Democrats tried to make it seem like that wasn't real. The people that were harming the most, ancient Americans. When I told y'all, when the shit falls, when shit get crazy and all these illegals, they're going to be replacing niggas. That's who they're going to come through. They're going to come to our communities. They're going to be replacing us. They're going to be trying to move us out of this spot. And just so you think that, oh, it's just on some black shit. No, it ain't on no black shit neither. These little Indian motherfuckers and shit like that, they coming to get them white man and them white woman jobs as well too. So Trump making a stop to all that shit has really saved a lot of Democrat voters that might be white and that's black and that's whatchamacallit. He's actually helping a lot of you niggas out that don't even want to vote for him, didn't want him to get in the office, or none of that. Regardless of the fact, the nigga he's beneficial to you, and you ain't even want the nigga to get in office. You ain't want the nigga to get in office, but the shit that he's doing is beneficiary to you.
Outraged about some fucking food stamps. Y'all are the only group of people I know that is fighting to be oppressed. This shit is insane. I wish y'all had this fucking much energy when they was sending our tax-paying dollars to other fucking countries, and when it came to North Carolina.
Oh yeah, the Ukraine. Oh yeah, the Ukraine. Oh, Joe Biden sent about $1 trillion. See, the media gonna lie about, oh, it was only $700 billion. No, this nigga was sending billions of dollars when the shit cracked off. You're not about to tell me in 2021 or 2022, whenever that Ukraine shit started off, you telling me from now, he was sending hundreds at that time. You're telling me now he's still only at 700 billion? Stop it. Stop playing with me, dog. Stop playing with my intelligence. Stop playing with what I've been fucking documenting, literally. You know what I'm saying? This is why they hate Tell Like It Is TV on YouTube. This is why they hate my platforms, dog. Because my shit is well documented. Hey, Trump, I need you to go and for the restrictions and all that shit YouTube was doing, I need us to go get all our channels back, Trump. That's the only thing I need. I'm going to do an individual video about that since Trump out here standing on business. I'm going to need him standing on business about as far as a lot of us content creators that were getting strikes and shit like that when it comes down to this, you know, eating a cake and things like that calling it misinformation, because I guarantee you a lot of my videos that got struck for misinformation should be back up right now. They actually should be back up right now, straight up and down. Like my channels should be back, straight up. I'm hoping one time I can wake up one day and I go switch my accounts to upload a video and I see all my channels back. Oh shit, I'm back. Oh, telling you this TV is back. Yes, sir. But it don't matter anyway. We're going to build these channels regardless. But man, all my hard work was on my original channel, dog. And that shit sucks, man. I just hope Trump is able to at least get that back. It is what it is.
Carolina and California, they got offered a lousy ass $700 that nobody ever fucking got. Or maybe y'all should have been mad as fuck when Harris got up here lying saying she was fucking black. That bitch wanted to be black so fucking bad. Now she don't even look y'all fucking way.
Nope. Kamala Harris has talked all this black shit and now her ass is gone.
You people are fuck.
Anyway.
Not just because of African Americans, but because this.
Just in case you hoe ass niggas forgot about this Zoom call meeting, because we fried Joe Biden and Kamala Harris when this shit came out in 2020. Yes, we did. We cooked this hoe ass nigga for saying this shit. All right?
Country is doomed. It is doomed, not just because of African Americans, but because...
Now think about it. Now, a lot of us still might title ourselves as African Americans. The nigga got on a Zoom call and said we're doomed not just because of African Americans. That's what the nigga said in a Zoom call with a bunch of so-called African Americans, dog. Unreal. And a lot of Al Sharpton is in this shit.
By 2040, this country is going to be minority white European. You hear me?
See, that's their plan for it. That's Joe Biden's plan for it, because a lot of these people anyway that come over, it don't matter if they a whole Arab from the Middle East, they title themselves as white. You wonder why the country is always saying, oh yeah, America is dominated by white folks. That might not really be statistically the truth. It just might not really be. It really might not be. You got Spanish people, whole Latinos classify themselves as white. You got Mexicans classify themselves as white. You got goddamn Chinese. Some Chinese that come out here will classify themselves. You got Africans. These niggas black as me, blacker than me, classify themselves as Caucasian. You have whole Middle Eastern Arab motherfuckers out here classifying themselves as white. So this whole myth that, oh, America is all white people, majority white people. Y'all niggas need to go back to Africa. That's why they do this shit, dog. That's why they have that whole shit out there, so they can talk that shit about going back to your country. That's why they want us to believe that we really come from fucking Africa. Shout out to my Africans. There's no disrespect. I got love for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I really do. You know what I'm saying? I know some cool ass Africans. You know what I'm saying? I done dealt with some chicks that was African. Shout out to the beautiful goddamn African sisters out there. You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to y'all. You know what I mean? Yeah. Shout out to y'all. You know what I mean? But you know, it is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? This Tell Like It Is TV, man. We ain't sugarcoating and we ain't holding no punches when we up here talking this truth.
Minority white European. And you guys are going to have to start working more with Hispanics, who make up a larger portion of the population than y'all do. This country is doomed. It is doomed.
All right. So, you know, that's Joe Biden.
And then they took my wife.
Created right now between Trump and El Salvador's president to create an encampment in Salvador to deport U.S. citizens.
I don't want these violent repeat offenders in our country any more than I want illegal aliens from other countries who misbehave. I want them out of our country, I get them the hell out of our country along with others. Let them be brought to a foreign land and maintained by others for a very small fee as opposed to be maintained in our jails. Let them be brought out of our country and let them live there for a while. Let's see how they
Pay attention because
All right, now this dude is up here fear mongering. Now, what I'm gonna say about this is, okay, the only reason why you would be worried, as far as an American citizen, about Trump sending your ass to another country, is if your ass is out here dealing weight, you out here murdering and killing motherfuckers. Jail is made to rehabilitate and eventually get back into society and become, you getting punished. You know what I'm saying? You sit behind these walls, you sit your ass down and time out, right? Jail is pretty much time out, right? Sit your ass down in time out, you come back, you know how to act right. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be out here, you ain't gonna rob somebody this time around. You ain't gonna motherfucking beat somebody ass around this motherfucker sometime. Just crashing out and doing dumb shit and shit like that, right? You're not gonna be doing these things. That's what jail is made for. It's not made for motherfuckers repeat offense, dealing drugs, killing somebody, manslaughtering motherfuckers, all kind of diabolical shit. Your ass probably need to go to another country, see how it is there. Maybe when you come back after your sentence is done, maybe you come back and be like, all right, look, man, I love it here, man. Hold on, yeah, America out this motherfucker. Yeah, man, I was bullshitting. Where my daughter at? Where my son at? Know what I'm saying? Yeah, I love y'all. I need to be a better father. I need to do this. I need to do that. I think that would be good for motherfuckers who just think that, they just have a evilish way of thinking, a devilish way of thinking about things and doing things and going about things. Some of these motherfuckers deserve and earn they ass to be sent out of here. Straight up and down. Why would you want a motherfucker who is liable to shoot up your grandmama crib to be out here on the streets? Why? You should want them motherfuckers out just like the goddamn illegals that's out here taking up spots and motherfucking committing crimes and shit. You should want American citizens, if they can, get their ass up out of here too. Because it's a lot of diabolical motherfuckers that's running around here that need to their ass need to be under the jail somewhere. And unfortunately, there's not a lot of spots in America because some of these jails might be overcrowded. Straight up. So when he's talking about this shit, that's the type of shit that he's talking about. But anyway, let's let it keep going.
the groundwork is being laid right in front of our eyes, and the media has fucking failed us. Trump administration is developing an asylum agreement with El Salvador's government that would allow the U.S. to deport migrants who are not from there. The arrangement known as the Safe Third Country Agreement would empower...
Now, understand, he's talking about migrants that's not from the United States, obviously, okay?
U.S. immigration officials to deport non-Salvadorian migrants to El Salvador, and once they're there, block them from requesting asylum back into the United States. Andrew Trump already signed an executive order that allows him and the DOJ to create private contracts with private prisons, to create more private prisons. And the reason why he wanted to do that was because those were going to be the migrant detention centers. But now he's saying those private prison contracts are too fucking expensive.
the private prison companies that charge us a fortune.
He wants to outsource them to Salvador.
All right, because probably them jails is really, you know what I'm saying? Them jails is getting overcrowded, so it's a lot of, it's a lot of things going on. But, I'm not into the jail thing and all that whole other shit as far as, the politics behind that. So I was, I do know that a lot of jails are overpopulated. That's one thing I do know for a fact. And a lot of people are in jail for some people are in jail literally for non-violent crimes. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people are in jail and doing time. Might be 6 months, might be a year, might be 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 10 years. But they're in crimes, they're in jail for non-violent crimes. A motherfucker who's very violent, you might want their ass up out of these jails with people that's in jail that eventually will get out at the end of the day. You might want these people to be... so therefore they can come back to society and, have a second chance at life and rehabilitate themselves. You see what I'm saying? But people that's violent crimes and shit like that, murdering people, kidnapping people, doing all kind of diabolical shit. Yeah, bro. They're in jails with motherfuckers who are not, they're not really like that. You know how like... like they always say, oh, this motherfucker think he tough as fuck. He get to jail, he a bitch ass nigga. Yeah, because he in there with niggas that's really, he not really like that. That nigga might have got caught dealing fucking eighth of crack. He might have got caught in the drug sale dealing the eighth of crack. That nigga ain't no real criminal for real, but when he committed, his crime that he committed is criminal, right? But he might be in there with rapists. He might be in there with murderers. He might be in there with violent offenders, period. That nigga damn near don't stand a chance. You know what I'm saying? It's not fair to him. Eventually, for his crimes, he will get out. But if he's in there with motherfuckers that's doing diabolical shit, like this will always been crazy to me about jails. Jails will protect a pedophile before they will protect the nigga who's in there for dealing some drugs. A nigga dealing some drugs, dog, is not a violent offender. Now, he might have, according to law, he might have committed a criminal offense, a federal offense, but that nigga's not a menace to society. Some niggas in jail, dog, is a menace to society, straight up and down. It is what it is, right? Some niggas really might be a menace to society, straight up.
He thinks he's running this country like a business. And it hits harder when you know the facts. That in 2021, black Americans were imprisoned at 5 times the rate of whites.
Whoa, 2021, who was in office, sir? Joe Biden. 2021, Joe Biden was in office. So if black Americans were getting in prison 5 times the more the rate of whites, brother, you got that's the administration locking down and locking key on niggas to keep niggas in jail. The Democrats been doing that for hundreds of years, dog. So like I said, this way y'all gotta protect y'all energy and y'all can't be really paying attention to a lot of this shit that's going on with these niggas crying and complaining about Donald Trump. Donald Trump not stopping nothing I got going on. I'm gonna keep it a dollar bean with y'all. And I'm gonna keep it a dollar bean. He not stopping nothing that y'all got going on neither. If anything, the nigga helping out. The nigga, low-key, for all you niggas that don't like Donald Trump or voted against Donald Trump, that nigga is your silent hero. That nigga Trump is you niggas' silent hero. He's goddamn villain and shit. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, dog.
American Indians and Latinx people were in prison 4.2 and 2.4 times the rate of white people. When he's saying he wants to deport repeat offenders and criminals, that's what he's talking about.
All right. So, you know, it is what it is. I mean, I'm about to get into all this shit.
About it.
Illegal aliens, that's the other term that they use, which is actually more accurate, more understandable. And it's ridiculous. We're the only country that has it, and certainly the only country that has it to that extent. And it wasn't meant, if you look, it was really meant for children of slaves. This is what it happened.
All right, so there's Trump talking about the 14th Amendment and how it was dealt for children of slaves. Now, I want y'all to really pay close attention. Now, some of y'all may not get this far in the video. For those of y'all that get this far in the video, with Trump saying that this was, the 14th Amendment was for children of slaves, for him not to put a race on that lets me know that, like my research have been, a lot of niggas, what we think of a lot, bro, we wasn't the only slaves here, dog. Like how public schooling wants us to think that all niggas is just slaves to America. White folks were slaves to America too, dog. They were slaves as well. They were slaves. And they probably had nigga slave owners. Straight up. Straight up, dog. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? So for him not to put a race to that. Now, I know you got a lot of people out here, you know, camping, oh yeah, shout out to Trump. Trump finally said it. He talked about a lot of these benefits need to go to the benefits of slaves. For him not putting a race on it should open your eyes. Your critical thinking antenna should go off like, all right, if that was the case, then why didn't he put a race on that? You know what I'm saying? Now, maybe I could be thinking a little bit too much into that, but my research tells me that I'm not doing too much race. I'm not a nigga who don't smoke some weed and just start saying some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why he said that. I think Trump, when he speaks, he's very calculated on the shit that he says. Trump is one of the motherfuckers who came out here with all these $5 Indians running around this motherfucker talking about they Indian and shit. Trump has been calling this shit out about these casino owners back in the 90s. They're talking about the Indian. They don't look American Indian to me. Donald Trump said that, nigga. He said that. A lot of these niggas running around with casinos and shit. That shit our shit. They reaping the benefits of our shit, and Trump know that. He know that. He's actually been on Congress and Congress meetings speaking about this shit, dog. And this is why I don't understand why you niggas is so anti-Trump. I don't get it. It like, yo, you niggas is on the Jim Jones Kool-Aid. You niggas is on the Jim Jones Kool-Aid out there in Jamestown. That's what you niggas is on. You niggas is willing to drink the Democrat juice until you die. Unbelievable.
The children of slaves who was not meant to come into our country by airplane or charging across the borders.
Now notice how Trump said it's not meant for people to come airplane. Yo, dog. Shout out to Trump, man. Because, yo, I've been saying this shit for years, and for the people that I got the knowledge from that was saying this shit, they've been saying it before it was popular to talk about immigration and talk against immigration. They were saying it when it wasn't popular to talk about the shit. Back in 08, 09, 2010, 2011, 2012, when a lot of this shit really was ramping up, and it was a good thing as far as public perception of, oh yeah, we all want people, let's bring everybody in. You know what I'm saying? So I want to say shout out to the Yas Karaj, shout out to the I can't think of some of these guys' names now because, you know, it's been so long, but, you know, Yas Karaj is definitely one of the guys at my top of the list because, you know, he was one of the guys that I really religiously followed, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Yas. I see him out there. He's been coming out here on YouTube. And if y'all go follow Yash Corral on his speaker channel, you know, he putting out content on there. Pay a little $5 or something like that. Shout out to Yash, man. Make sure y'all follow him on all platforms, man. That's one of the OGs for real, man. For real. You know what I'm saying? I mean that shit from my heart. You know what I'm saying? From my stomach. You know what I'm saying? From the pit of my stomach. I mean that shit. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that brother, man. Straight up, man. I got a lot of knowledge from that brother right there, man. You know what I mean? Straight up. And still, from every now and then when he bring up certain things, you know, I eventually, you know, I got my own shit going on. You know, I do my own research. But, you know, like I said, you can always learn game from your OGs, man. Regardless, man. Even though it might sound crazy. That's why I say a lot of shit. It sound crazy. Some of you niggas may be like, man, I don't know. Give that shit a month. Give it a year. Give it a couple months. Then you be like, oh shit, nah, that nigga tell like, I heard that somewhere. You fuck around, have a deja vu moment fucking with me. You fuck around, have a deja vu moment fucking with me. Cause I'm gonna say some shit. You gonna be like, man, I don't know. That shit go out one ear out the other, and then all of a sudden you looking at TV and you like, wait a minute, I heard that shit before. You damn right you heard it before. You damn right, nigga. You heard that shit before. But anyway, don't get mad at me, man. I just got to tell it like it is, man. So shout out to day one. Shout out to the new ones. Make sure you niggas hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to donate. The links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button is, that's right, y'all. The like button is free. Anyway, Tell Like It Is TV. We out of here, y'all. One.